Hey guys, we're back for another episode of Summoner School with me and Barry. And we've taken account of your feedback and we've totally changed the structure and we feel like it'll work much better this time. We've decided to keep the episodes to a sort of a theme and a better structure so you can sort of like understand more about what's going on rather than random things being put together, and just it should work better this time. We'll have timestamps there as well like the last video, but at least it'll be more centralised around the theme. And today's theme is going to be about ranked anxiety, which a lot of people experience, even the higher level players, like everyone does. It's a bitch.
Everyone experiences at one point.
Yeah. So we have 4 tabs prepared, and we're going to start with the first one, titled I play so much worse in my promotional games and I don't know how to stop it. I win over 80% of my non-promo games, but once I'm in promos I completely break down. Like completely. At first it's okay, but as I notice slight mistakes people are making, I get put on tilt, tiny mistakes, maybe one death or anything. I just feel really miserable. But in non-promo games I feel completely fine and I'm a very cheerful person in game. Always encouraging, but this always changes once I enter promos. It's killing me. I failed all 6 of Silver 3 promos because of this. Right.
Wait, how the fuck do you fail all 6?
What, all 6 Silver 3 promos?
Yeah, like, would they not just... it doesn't matter. Right, okay.
Well, I can say I know his pain because I've failed my diamond promos about 7 times. And I did have kind of a bad mindset when I did it. So that's sort of the first problem, your mindset. It's how you like think about your promos. Like, most people find them really important. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone finds their promos important, but they are just another game and you have to treat them that way. You can't think they're way more important because you're meant to be playing to learn. And sometimes when you get in a win streak and you get to your promos, you're just playing to win sort of, and every little mistake gets you angry because you're not winning.
Yeah.
So it always feels that way.
Yeah, people put too much emphasis on trying to win the promo games. Like, instead of playing to learn, they always play to win just to get like that. Obviously, go to the next division. But if you come from a loss from a promo, you should definitely try to take it as like something to learn from instead of just hating on it.
Yeah, always like take the positive from it.
Yeah, definitely.
But because he's winning his other games, he's saying he's like fairly happy in those games. That's just because he is putting a lot of emphasis on the promo games. Yeah, I think it is. I think he's going into it with too much of a mindset of definitely trying to win it. Yeah, you just like need to relax, like.
I think
it makes the loss a lot easier on you as well if you take it that way.
Yeah, I think he's just got a really like big mental block on it, where if he doesn't win it, he doesn't feel he's either playing well or for whatever reason. But I think he just needs to like realise that he's taking it too seriously and just take a breather.
Yeah. So comments say take a breather before you play your promos and get into your head that it's just like your non-promo games. Stay hydrated, maybe do some exercise, take a hot shower, and when you're relaxed and ready to carry your game, just focus and play it out. So yeah, that is sort of true, and it's sort of what we said, but I think this guy added a little bit more in, saying like take a breather, stay hydrated and stuff. Just like take a break from the game for a bit. It lets you clear your mind about what just happened and that they're just promo games.
Yeah,
doesn't really matter.
Like IRL things get like, I don't know, just don't be too sleepy if you're playing them, or try play at your 100% instead of like being stressed out or anything like that.
Yeah. Alright, I think we can move on from that one.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right,
so this one is ranked anxiety and trying to climb.
Cool.
Do you want to read this one or should I?
Nah, you can go ahead, I'll fuck it up.
Yeah, but Barry has a problem with reading this. Like,
yeah. I'm good at English.
Yeah, put it that way.
Yeah.
My goal for this season has been to hit gold. I was placed in bronze in season 3. Yada yada. All the way up to silver. At one point last week I was silver 1 with 35 LP. I'm now silver 2, 15 LP, 8 game losing streak.
Oh, damn.
He thinks he can play above his rank, he knows he's better than silver. My LP games were losing the streak bigger than my losses. Okay, so he's on a losing streak basically, and he's losing more LP, and it's sort of like snowballing on him.
Yeah.
So he's wondering how he can get his team to get like winning again.
I think it's kind of hard to like really do anything about that if you're like trying to blame your team. Maybe duo queue with someone, that might help.
I feel like duo queue's a bad thing. That's my opinion though.
I guess, yeah.
If he was with the deadline, he doesn't think you'll hit gold, and it's really frustrating.
He says he's ADC though, so.
Mhm.
So if he had a bot lane as a support, maybe it would help. But if it was any other lane, it probably wouldn't help. But yeah, if it's your teammates you're trying to say, like I don't know, try and encourage them or like, I don't know, fuck.
You don't know, yeah. Like I've had a lot more experience with this sort of stuff, because
Yeah,
I've had my highs and I've had my lows in like ranked. I'm pretty sure everyone has, but you don't experience it a lot until you do start climbing.
Yeah.
But Barry's got gold recently, so
Yeah.
he's sort of started to experience this.
Mm.
But if your team are letting you down, it doesn't really matter, because you still should be playing to learn. And if you're winning lane all the time, that's fine. Just focus on that. And if you really felt you tried to carry that game and it just didn't work because your team, that's fine. But there's always something that you can improve in how you can win the game.
I think just before you finish, the dude who said this said that he was the deadline's coming soon, so I just don't think I'll be hitting gold, which is incredibly frustrating. I just think he might be focusing too much on hitting gold instead of focusing on himself as a better player.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking about that recently. I was about to bring it up. Like, deadlines is sort of a big thing, which you feel like you need to play more.
This is kind of like the last question.
Yeah, you need to just play more efficiently.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to play more. You need to play when you're feeling good and when you want to learn. When you're not in that mindset, you're just gonna go further behind, really.
Yeah, it's not gonna help you. It's just gonna either like you can get a win from that, but it's not exactly 100%. Oh, no game's 100%, but you're better playing when you've got a focused mindset and you're ready to play as.
Yeah, just when you're ready to play well. Like, I'm wanting to get diamond this season, and I was plat 4 like a week ago, and then I got on a 10 win streak, got to plat 3, started losing again. But I've been taking like 2 games, losing, 2 games, losing. Now I'm just taking a bigger break because I feel like I was playing to win again. So hopefully that sort of mindset's going to go away, and then I can start playing well again.
Yeah.
But you just go further behind if you just continually play.
Okay.
Check out the comments.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to go get an objective after an ace, just ping it and start walking towards it. Most of the time your team will follow at least 1 or 2 people anyway. And if you're the AD carry, you can take towers, dragons, only like 1 other person. You don't need the whole team for it.
Yeah.
It's true, you just need to try and ping it. Like, if you make respectful decisions during the game, then your team will respect you for it, and they'll continue like following your calls.
The only thing which is problem with that possibly could be like just conflict where someone goes like, oh, we can take mid tower or we can take dragon. This team splits, which isn't good. But if you've got someone with you, it's most likely a team will just follow.
I mean, the best you can do is ping it. If they're going to do something bad, you ping back and you leave.
Also, if you're ahead, like if you're pretty strong, if you're fed or anything like that, they're most likely going to follow the person who is going to be ahead with kills, because obviously they're kind of taking in the leader role.
Yeah.
So, that'd be helpful.
Moving on.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I go on tilt frequently in ranked and normals. Help me, please.
Oh well.
The thing is, every single mistake I make, I start getting on tilt, usually when I start dying. I know you guys will say just practice, but that's not the real problem. The real problem is the fact I go on tilt and bashing myself with negative thoughts such as you suck, I just want this to end, etc. I stop caring about winning. My question is, how do I not go on tilt? Well, it is sort of similar about the playing to learn thing.
Yeah.
And
he's saying that he just doesn't. It's like, I know you guys would say just practice, but that's not the problem.
I feel like he just needs to focus more. I feel like he's maybe playing on autopilot a wee bit.
Yeah, maybe he's just like, although he's just bashing himself, like you can bash yourself to become a better player, you can bash yourself to make yourself just like completely, like, I don't know, like just to completely fuck yourself over, really, just because you're gonna be trying to focus on other things during the game. But if you're bashing yourself too hard, then you're obviously gonna just be sitting there thinking, oh, I suck in this, which is going to distract you from other things, other objectives, and you're not playing 100%, just as the last question we were talking about.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people just say, yeah, I suck, and don't like gain anything from that. Rather, they should be going, what should I have done here? Rather than saying, yeah, I'm shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, totally.
Like they need to see the reasoning for it rather than just blaming themselves, because that would just put them in like and make them sad.
Maybe this guy isn't like as we were talking about before, you need to be 100%. Maybe you need to go get hydrated or something, drink some water, take a break. Maybe he's just like going into games continuously playing and not being 100%. Like even when he's playing normals, I guess. But I think it's his, and he has to solve it himself, really, because there's nothing we can really help him with if he's been so negative towards himself, apart from try to be more confident as a player.
Yeah, you do have these negative feelings sometimes.
Everyone gets it.
You just like work it out yourself and you understand.
Yeah.
Like why.
Everyone gets stages where they feel that they're becoming worse, or they're just having off days. I've had it, Fraser's probably had it, but it's just like that phase passes.
I'd say like sleep is the best remedy for it.
Yeah.
It just gives you a completely new, like, fresh mind to think with.
Yeah, you forget about what happened, basically.
I think we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, that question's basically what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't feel like I'm improving. So yeah, this one's actually a wee bit different.
Okay.
So when I started, I clearly saw a quick and apparent improvement. I was to the point where I was comfortable laning against diamonds and usually wouldn't lose lane by any significant amount. I play in-house with diamonds a lot, so I could directly see this performance change. My solo normals MMRs are in plat 1 level, even though I'm at gold 5 in solo queue. Now I'm about 100 games later, and I still find myself struggling with the same parts of a game. Don't feel like I've improved at all over these 100 games. Once I get out of a laning phase is where most of the in-house games just fall apart. Whether we win or lose, I'll often go from 4-0 to 5-8 or worse as a tank. I engage bad fights, so on, he's doing bad things. Even in gold games for plat normals, I find myself always wondering what should I be doing now, and always guessing wrong. Yeah, I sort of felt the same way when you don't feel like you're improving and you're always second guessing yourself. Most of the time you have to think positively and be confident in the decisions you're making. And also improvement is something you don't see like instantly. Even though he has played 100 games and he's maybe not seen things. Maybe because he's not taken enough from the games, or he's just not seeing the drastic improvement, even though there is improvement there.
Yeah. Like he may just not be realizing that he's improving, but he could be still improving, obviously. I think he said that I've played 100 games and he's still not.
I feel like his expectations are really high.
Yeah.
Because he knows that he's better than what he is, and his solo MMR is like plat 1. He plays with diamonds. He feels like he should be playing better, but there's no way he can get to that level like instantly.
Yeah, totally.
And it's probably affecting the way he plays.
I guess it's just a grind.
It started as a grind if it's solo queue.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people can get better if they just learn faster.
It sounds like he just needs to focus more on the game, because he's talking about how if he's like a tank he's making bad engages, or if he's a carry he's out of position. I think that's what he needs to focus on, like being 100% and trying to focus on yourself more than try to focus on improving. Like it's like, that's kind of contradict myself, right? I mean try to focus on what you already know instead of trying to get better. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I feel like he should just stick to being confident with himself rather than second guessing, because he learns a lot less.
That's what I was trying to say.
Because he can just analyse the situations he's making if he thinks he's done something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, anyone can do that.
Yeah. What I was trying to say was basically he needs to be more confident in himself. Basically, instead of like either like second guessing himself or knowing it's a bad engage, but continue to go anyways. Like he could have either just backed off or something like that and waited it out. But I don't know.
He'd probably see it more clearly if he saw it from an outside source, like if he was watching a replay.
Yeah, that's
it's much easier to see mistakes when you do that.
Yeah, totally.
And probably much easier to see improvement as well.
Yeah, I can see how that helps.
So this guy says, the best advice I can give after laning phase is to watch professional league. Try to watch the LCS games, the OGN, any of the leagues you can understand what the casters are saying. You can also watch streamers and top tier solo queue games. Generally a player that goes in dies and then say we shouldn't have done this instead, it was a better idea. So yeah, that's sort of saying like you should analyse what you're doing and not beat yourself up about it.
Yeah. If you don't go back and watch your replays and analyse it, then try to analyse it as something just happened. Like even if you do something well, think of what you could have done better. Like always try to think, like, because there's no way you could play something 100%. Like, well, there is a way, but it's just there's things you could have played better and you could have like taken more objectives, or you could have
you don't know everything.
Yeah, exactly. The outcome could have been greater. So try to analyse it as you're playing, or as it's happened, or as you're just waiting to respawn, or even just go afterwards. It's a good way to try and improve.
Yeah.
And realise like what to do.
Well, we're sort of going over time here. We're planning on making this 15 minutes, but it's like 17 minutes now.
17 minutes roughly, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we better stop.
Okay.
Make sure to give us feedback in this one as well. I feel like we've taken a step in the right direction, but we could definitely make things better and make the discussions a little better. We're sort of sloppy now and again.
Yeah.
Because we don't do these things often.
Yeah, totally. If you guys have any suggestions of what the next topic could be, then definitely leave it and we can.
Yeah, we just sort of picked this topic from just what we thought was relevant at the moment, and it's sort of a popular topic, so we thought people would like it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we'll see you next time.
Okay.